So before I let you go, I want to play a game. And hold on,
Oh,
I gotta pull this up.
yes,
I gotta,
you're
and it's not like, okay, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. I don't want you to be disappointed.
I love no, first of all, Jen, can I just compliment you on managing my expectations? Because when someone gets excited like that, for me, I oddly had the same reaction. Well, you and I are a bit of soul sisters, I feel like.
Yes,
You're like, no, like, okay, great, but like, let's temper that with just like, you'd rather under promise, over deliver.
that's like my motto. So yes. It's literally only four little things, but I love this or that. Like when they did that for Winter Palace, that's like my jam. And so there's like a little inside thing with me and my husband who'll be like, okay. And he just has to say, okay, a certain way. And I'm like, oh, are we going to play this or that? Like, are you going to give me like two choices? Okay, good. Go. What is it? And it'll be something silly like scuba diving or bungee jumping, but it's like, I absolutely love it. And I get so excited. It's like, it's like the dog when they see squirrel, like squirrel, he says, okay. And I'm like, okay, what two things am I gonna like
you don't understand right now. This is an extremely relatable feeling for me when my fiance does that too. Like, I'm like, are we about to sort of gamify something? So the way you described it was so appropriate to me that I can feel your excitement because I get the same way. I'm like, oh, are we doing a thing? Is this a thing?
And I love gamify. Are we going to gamify this? Because I feel like we need to do that with like everything. Now, that's going to be like the word of the day. Like, we're going to gamify this. Oh, we're making dinner. Okay, let's gamify this. Let's figure out we can turn it into a game. Okay, these are like really silly and simple, but it's a this or that. So, okay, you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, flip-flops or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Cake or ice cream? Ooh.
I'm so sorry that I'm gonna do this too because I either love or hate when people do this depending on my mood and the rules of the game. Can I be that annoying person that says passionately, not just to flip the rules, but just because really how I feel, I really, really love an ice cream cake with the little chocolate crumblies in the middle.
So good.
So I'm not trying to, the reason I say this, Jen, is because I love respecting rules of games and this or that. And if I didn't feel so strongly conflicted, I would just go with the one that makes sense. I'm not trying to be contrarian, but you excited me. So I will say, like, it truly, truly is an ice cream cake.
I just love that very deep conviction that you have about whether or not you have just, upsetted me because of the rules of this game. We're no longer Valentine's Day. We're no longer a Valentine's Day couple. You've ruined it for me. You're so funny. You're so funny. Okay.
All another year to get back in your good graces.
Yeah. Okay. Just regroup here a second. Okay. All right. Here's one for you. Breakfast or no breakfast?
Breakfast.
I always find like knowing if someone eats breakfast or not, like really tells me like a lot about them. Like one, that you even have enough time to eat breakfast in the morning. So I feel like a lot of people that are no breakfast are like, I like to sleep in, or I'm just too busy, or I've got, all this going on. So that's like a question I ask a lot of people, actually. I get very curious about whether or not they eat breakfast.
I didn't want to ask more follow-ups on that because I knew I had already sort of broken the rules of the game. But the reason I hesitate a little is because my breakfast is not like a fancy thing, but like say I had a banana. But it's like I always need something. Like, does that make sense? Like,
no, that totally makes sense. And I think if someone says no breakfast, it's like I don't eat anything in the morning. Like I don't eat. I maybe have coffee or tea or something, but I'm not hungry. I have so many people say I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry in the morning. So
can I ask you if you're breakfast or no breakfast?
We'll see. Now I'm gonna have to break the rules a little bit too of my own game. Yeah, because I love breakfast food, like French toast, eggs. Like I just love breakfast food. But I'm more of a brunch person. So like, I like breakfast food, but I don't like it at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Like that's just too early for me. I have to bump it. Breakfast food, like I'll even have breakfast for dinner sometimes. Like my husband and I will make like pancakes or something for dinner. So I like the food. It's more of a time thing for me. Eating too early, I don't do.
So like at 6:30, will you have coffee?
I will have a hot chai. Yeah, a hot chai.
Ooh, okay. Okay. So you'll
Yeah.
have something, but it won't be the pancakes.
It won't be food. Like I'm not eating like a big meal. Like I can drink something. And sometimes I could have like a smoothie or something, but I don't know. Lately it's been cold down here in South Florida. I know. I know you're in New York and you're like, shut up, lady. No, like
but I get it though. Like
yesterday morning, it was 47 degrees here. That's unheard of. Like it's not 47
cold.
degrees.
That's cold.
I mean, we literally have iguanas falling out of trees because they freeze.
Oh,
and they
I was
fall.
laughing. Oh no.
Oh no, it really happens. I'll send you a link to the article. Oh yeah. I mean, my friend who lives in Miami, there's a huge iguana. I mean, they're big. And it's on like it's like a gated community, and it's kind of, she's calling it the iguana mascot. It hasn't moved for 3 days. It's alive. It just kind of sits there. And I'm like, you gotta like give it like a blanket or something to warm up. Like the sun needs to come out for them to warm up. They're like solar powered, So but they'll be in trees and they'll like fall out of the tree because they're just like frozen. I'll send you an article.
Yeah, let me, because right? I'm like, and they are alive. You're saying
they don't die. Yes, they are alive. Okay, my last this or that for you. French fries or salad?
French fries.
I love it. I knew we were soul sisters. What's your favorite kind of French fry? Like from a place, like who has the best fries?
Okay. So I am a French fry like connoisseur, like the way other people like wines or they fancy themselves sommeliers. Like I am a like waffle, curly, sweet potato, like standard, like fresh cut, shoestring. I like them all. To pick a favorite would be difficult. But what I will say is there is an amusement park near my hometown called Knoebels.
We didn't even talk about this. That we're like from like the same area.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I forgot that.
That's insane. Yeah, I think I've been like once. So I was closer to Hershey Park.
But also, I love Hershey Park. It's the sweetest place on earth.
I mean, it's fantastic. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm not going to interrupt. So Knoebels has good fries. Is that what you're telling me?
They have. So if you're going to be at Hershey Park, do all the chocolate and sweets at Hershey and the park experience. And then if you're like on a little PA vacation, because Hershey Park, as you know, you got to like pay to get into. It's an admission fee. You go in, you do the thing. Knoebels, you pay per experience. So you could literally go to Knoebels and spend $10 to eat. There's free entertainment and not like that's why we would go all the time when we were little. We would like not spend any money.
Right.
They're fresh cut fries. Oh. I don't know what they do to them, but they are transcendent. So Knoebels Amusement Resort, Elysburg, PA, go and get yourself some. What if these are all the sponsors that we're just meeting in? Hershey Park, Knoebels. I don't know what else we've touched on, but they better be funding this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And sending us like stuff. Yeah. Like, I don't know how they're going to send French fries, but Hershey bars are more than welcome at my house. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
See if they'll send us some free stuff.
Yeah, for sure.